couple other options for passing. This week we're going to work some attacks. So I'm here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kick myself up like I'm coming up for that under hook. But instead of sitting myself up there, I'm going to sit myself up to here. Reason is, all I'm going to do, weave my outside hand. I want my armpit on his shoulder. That outside hand comes in. As I fall back, I trap the wrist here. And I'm looking to put it behind his back, but on the back of his head. So similar to when we sat up here, right? Instead, I'm going to sit up. I'm going to kick myself up. And as he drives back into me, I'm using that to trap this here. Once we're here, all we got to do, throttle the wrist, turn our chest and back to the mat, keep twisting until he punches Sam or taps. One of the two will happen. This way. So we're here, we're hand fighting, all sorts of stuff's happening. I sit up. Oh no. Over here, put it behind his back. Simple but effective. Questions on this? This, just keeping it hooked. Because all I'm trying to do here is make sure he doesn't step around. So once I'm here, I'll lock sometimes. Sometimes I'm just keeping it hooked. You can go to other things, but I'm just generally closing here and rigging. Other questions here?
Kind of move your hips a little bit out when you are.
Yes. So when I'm here and I get to here, I'm scooting my hips under just that little bit so that I can turn. So that way I'm here, I can turn fully into the pressure I need. Unless you're just dumb strong and you could wonder bar here. But if not, you're here. As I come back, I'm scooting my hips under to go flat here so that I can turn all the way.
Are you securing, grabbing the wrist first, or you trying to hook the arm and then
Hook first. So, this hand, much harder to get after the fact. This I can always find. This hand is much more important to start with than you find this. Other questions? Alright, driller out. 1, 2, 3.
I'm in the half guard. Good things are happening, me and Corey are going. It's like, hey man, we're doing jujitsu. Fun stuff, right? So I kick myself up like I'm going for that dog fight position. But instead of coming to that near side, I'm going to sit myself up hard, getting my armpit all the way to the calf of his shoulder. Once I'm here, guys, I'm going to start to fall back, weaving my top side hand in for the Kimura. I bring that hand back to the wrist, outside hand on the wrist, and then went over the shoulder here. Once I'm here, I scoop my hips out to start turning this way, bringing his elbow to my face, throttling his wrist. And I want to put his wrist on the back of his neck. Turning that way until I get that tap. Keeping that leg hooked the entire time. So I'm here, maintaining that distance, keeping stuff off me, so you can't, it's harder for him to control me. Boom. I kick that leg forward like I'm trying to sit up and sweep real hard. Because as soon as he realizes that, he's going to start driving back into me. That allows me to grab this Kimura trap, turn, grip, and rip. Couple of the bigger details. I noticed a lot of us on Tuesday, we're kind of leaving the arm back this way and trying to bring it. When I'm here, I'm bringing it up to my face. Like I'm almost trying to like elbow myself. That way it locks his shoulder up a lot tighter. And I know this isn't the right way to throttle, but I'm driving that wrist forward. Here, like I'm throttling a motorcycle. That locks his elbow up. That makes the turn a lot lighter than if his arm's way back here. Okay, maybe, you know, here.
If he's strong enough, he's going to get out of that extended position.
Yeah. This allows me to secure up. Like, it's a lot harder for Corey to just straighten his arm and go out of here. Regardless how strong he is. Or even if I'm not holding this super tight. Like, it's a lot harder for him to go that way than if I'm leaving it way back here. A lot easier to counter. So when I'm here, I'm bringing that up, turning, putting it behind his back here. Questions on that? Just sit up, grip and rip. Yes, I'll be ambidextrous and do it on both sides. Neat. So I'm here blocking. Boom. I kick myself up. Oh, I'm here. Things are happening. He drives back into me. I'm here. Pulling that elbow up, rolling that wrist forward. Once I'm here, I turn, pushing. This hand's doing the bulk of the work with some chest and back addition here. Because if I'm here, a lot of people just try to like force the arm. I'm turning arm, chest, head, everything to make sure this gets where I need it to. So when I'm here, boom, turn to get that tap.
So you're balancing on one hip until what's the point where you rotate on?
I'm never completely flat. I'm constantly on one hip. Even when I'm here, I'm trying to turn to where I'm always on that other hip. Yeah, I'm never trying to be completely flat. I'm trying to stay on this side until I get either to him to roll or I finish this.
You finish your arm.
Trying to get all the way across this way. Like I'm not like falling flat here and trying to finish. I'm coming through that back, and without Corey's arm, I'm trying to do this. And rolling all the way up. If I didn't like Corey, let's assume that he wasn't a nice guy, who I've trained with for a long time, I would be trying to rip that this way to put it through the mat. So that's the rocking motion I'm doing to come across that back. Make sense? Other questions here? Sit up, rip and rip. 1, 2, 3.
I go to sit up there, right? He comes into me, well, let's assume he doesn't suck. So he's generally going to do one of two things. Wrap his hands around my waist, or he's going to stick his hand into his hip. So we're here, he's going to hide this hand here. One of those two things is going to happen. I don't care which it is. As soon as I feel like, hey, I can't just rip this hand out, right? I'm not the Hulk, right? I can't just rip and rip here, right? That's fine. All we're going to do, I'm going to keep my grip close to my hand, and we're going to bridge, go sideways. Simple, but it works. We're here. Oh. Get it. Oh, that's... He's got to commit to one or the other. Because here's the nice part. Let's say he doesn't suck, so the second I start to bridge here, he brings his hand out to base. One or the other, guys. Choose your own adventure. So we're here. I'm keeping my bottom foot hooked. Once I get here, I'm pulling this up and bridging over my shoulder. The second I feel his weight shift over to his hip, I bridge up, kick over. Face back, either finish this, take out. Questions here? Ask it the best way you can. Yeah, this is if they counter your
Right, but if they're...
Use
I
your
need to
words.
see it again to feel that. Alright.
I'm here. Grab, right? He comes here.
And I'm saying, so then, if James on top, you're much stronger than James.
Yeah.
Can you just rip it anyway?
Yeah. If I can just rip it, rip it.
But if you're
But
just
a lot of
stronger,
guys-
you can't counter that if you're just stronger.
Yeah, he's gonna have pin grip, his thigh, and just structural support here. Like it's really hard to rip someone's grip off and get it past their thigh at the same time. Especially in the gym. So like that's why I'm here, I'm ripping. It's not working, it's not working. Like I have tricks and shit, and it's still gonna be hard. So that's why I start ripping. Does that make sense? You have to establish top. See, if you go to full now, you'll still get two.
Sometimes things happen where I just don't want to or something and you stop kind of leave halfway or you're hugging each other somewhere. At that point, would you let go of the car and just try to lean over the top?
Depends on the situation, I guess. Short time, I need a sub. No. 90% of the rest of the match, yes. Take top, re-attack it now. Other questions? Or other than what more? So I'm here. I sit up. Oh, I'm trying to attack. It's not working. Ugh, can't get it. I break like I'm coming here. As soon as it doesn't work, I move up. Up through. I need to try to post. Once you get here, then you're in top side inferior, top half. Work to what works for you, whether that's attacking still. Whatever works. Get to top first, then reassess. Make sense? Cat asks questions in your head. Yeah. I have the grip. Can he tuck it or can I tuck it? Front here. His hand's already tucked in. I'm grabbing my pants. Yeah, there's still top straps. So like I'm here, a lot of guys want to step over that. Yeah. Not really. Good. Like a lot of guys will come out here, they'll step over. Like, and that makes it real hard. Does that make sense? Like, yes, he can get it until I get it past his hip. She was asking, is there a point where he can't tuck his hand? Yes, when it's past his hip. Then you gotta be gumpy. Alright, roll her out. 1, 2, move.
I'm here with Corey. Good things are happening. We get to the half guard. Oh no.
I come up. Ah.
I start to come down here, but Corey doesn't suck at jujitsu. So he starts to do unnecessary things like defend against me. It's real rude. So I get here. I post my foot in the mat. I'm like, oh man, I'm going to really rip this arm straight out. Just don't you worry about it. I pull. The second he sits back, I follow him back up, pull this arm through, follow over with my head. Push. Hey, you don't get to just do stuff for free. So we're here. We're fighting. I sit up. Boom. Everything's going well until Corey decides to defend. And I'm going to try to rip this out for real. Like, I'm actually trying to get this hand out. But most jiu-jitsu tournaments, one, if you're in the pajamas, they're going to have a great grip. And two, even Nogi, you can grab your own clothes. You just can't grab your opponent's. So if he grabs his shorts here, which most good grapplers are going to do, grab the hip part of their shoulder, I'm not getting this out. But the second he goes to sit back in, all I'm doing is following that and taking that weight across. Now, one of the big details we were missing Tuesday, probably because I couldn't breathe or think, for whatever reason, fucking allergies are terrible. I'm here, I'm pulling here, When I drive this over, this foot kicks to drive me over. That's just what we do here. Now, once we get to this side, you can decide to commit to this or this. You took top, you got your points. You can either grip and rip or start working other options. Well,
Both legs are kind of underneath his leg. How do you stop him from staring up the toe?
so when I'm here, let's say Corey doesn't suck. I get here, right? Boom. I get to go here, and he's coming up. Hold the foot somewhere. So that's always going to be ideal. But if he tries to like re-roll me through here, hips should hit the mat at some point. Feet should hit the mat at some point. May not be perfect. You should be able to stop a lot of that momentum.
Even if he doesn't stop, he's going all the way over. He's still got to score. He's got to score one.
And I can still, you're not, you didn't gain or lose anything. You just kind of rolled around for it. So even if you follow you back through, you're fine. Other questions on this? We'll do it for the other side. You know. Yeah. Tap. Boom. I set up. Boom. I come here. Pull it. It's not working. All I do. Over. Preferably, I'm going to try to fit into this here. Even if I don't stay in the half, I may work my foot out and come out this way to finish. But once I have that more grip solid, I'm not letting it go anytime soon. Questions? Good things are happening. I set up. Oh no. I go here. It doesn't work. I go here, and Hackett plants that foot because he doesn't suck. He either plants that foot or starts to sprawl. Either way, not good. All we're going to do, I'm not going to go to rip the Kimura out. I'm going to take it this way. So I'm here, and it comes out this way. This knee to the chest and in. So I'm here, and it's out, knee, in, and in. Reverse arm. Here, it's not working. I go to base, he's got a good base here. I'm not going to rip the hand out this way. So all I do is I take it to his ankle. Here. Everyone's basing so that it doesn't come in. No one's basing so that it doesn't go that way. Now, you can re-attack there. I just like to show a second option. So once we're here, reverse arm. Questions on that?
What's the shit reaction they'll have? That forward roll.
But most guys are going to panic. Other questions, and we'll walk through it a few more times. Questions?
You only want to hit reverse there. Can you throw leg over it?
You can't. I'm going to keep my knee in because I want to sweep with it. I'm going to take top. Which is the next thing. I'm a sucker for that arm. I love that arm. It's been very successful, white and black. So I'm very partial to it. But I also know I have a natural knack for it. So that's why I'm probably not everyone's good. Do I think it should be your first idea? Maybe not. It's a good one to have in the back pocket. Yeah, it's a tactical choice, not a technical choice. Both are right. I tactically like that. So I'm here. I set up. It's not working. He bases. It's just not there. Boom. I take the arm out. Drive this knee up. Here. I'm here. Elbows. Chest down. Question.
This grip keeps it there. So I still have a good core grip. So if he tries to pull his arm back, he's going to pull it in. So he's going to naturally be trying to straighten it to clear. So when he does, I'm not distracted. But if he pulls it back, like you start pulling it back, sit up with it. Follow it back to that corner. Especially if while I'm here, he tries to start pulling this hand back. Thank you. I'll take it. A and B are available. I'm just showing you A because B is pretty obvious. Makes sense? Remember, jiu-jitsu is counter to the counter until somebody dies. So there's always a counter in everything. But
They clear that opposite side leg, second step over, do you still have that reverse arm?
yeah, I don't care about that. So if I'm here and I get this leg into their hip, I don't care what you drink. They go. This leg doesn't do most of the work. Yeah, this knee is what does 90%. The hands are there. Other questions? Say it with your man voice.
Will you do it again?
I literally can't hear everything right now. Yeah. Any other questions? Alright, so I'm here. We're hand fighting, we're doing stuff, right? Boom, I sit up. Okay, I'm gonna take this. It's not working. Can't get it out, can't get it swept. Out. Once I'm here. So I'm here, good things are happening. I sit up, I grab this forearm. I go to rip it out, it's not working. I go to hit the sweep, and Corey doesn't suck, so he faces this outside leg. Okay, that's less than ideal, right? It's not exactly what we wanted to have. So instead of trying to pull this arm out this way, we're gonna pull it up this way, here. As we do that, I'm gonna use my outside foot to base and bring my bottom knee from where it was in the half guard to the other side. That's going to allow me to come here and get this to my ear. And once I'm here, I'm locking my hands just above Corey's elbow. And the big mistake I kept seeing Tuesday, a lot of us were like pulling it into our chest. I want to have my chest turned, where his elbow's got some free space. I find some mat, and I pull it towards that mat gently and slowly because I like Corey to got his elbow. So I'm here, I sit up, it's not working. It's not, everything I'm doing is not working. Boom, I post, scoot out, here. As soon as this arm gets here, I can frame and get right to here. Once I'm here, guys, it's just locking my hands in the proper location. If you're having trouble finding the top of that elbow because he's not wearing a very conveniently located elbow brace, okay, grip right around here over it. Start your hands a little bit high, add that downward pressure, and straight your hands down his tricep. You'll find the right spot when he goes to straight. So I'm here, I drag it down, stop pressure. From the other side, boom, I'm here, I sit up, I grab. It's not working. It's not working, I can't sweep. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to post, pull the arm out this way, and rotate my hips to where I get to this other side. Once I get here, I like to extend the arm, pinch it in my ear like I'm an asshole at Starbucks. I can't want to call. Still need my Starbies. Lock my hands, pull the elbow down. Questions?
Make sure you guys are backward sitting at this direction.
Yeah.
Like this. And go different.
Good point. So when Corey's here, he's going to start rotating his thumb, trying to get it out. All I have to do is turn it the right direction. I will just monkey palm it
and do it that way, and I can actually finish from here. Before he starts really rotating his elbow around, boom. Monkey pull, and you're always pulling against, towards his thumb. So I'm here, pulling down. If he rotates this thumb up, I have to drive it up, or rotate it around. Here, you just have to find which way his thumb is pointing and push that direction. Other questions? Good. One.
I'm going to show this one just because Kat asked a smart question. Corey's in half guard. I'm here. Corey's like, hey, I'm going to reach over and hit this door to you. I'm like, hey man, I don't appreciate that. So boom. So I step over here to block this one. Well, all I'm going to do now is instead of trying to just defensively stay in this, I'm going to offensively attack. You know, I don't like you. So I'm going to reach this hand up. It's going to grab my own wrist. As it does, I'm going to reach my hand in and grab his wrist of the hand that's right here. I'm going to rip this arm out, put it back behind him. It's called a reed grip Kimura. You can't Kimura me, I'm Kimura you. He reaches up, grabs it, I defend. Let's say I get stuck here. Like I'm not, he can't do anything, but I can't get out. Right? All I'm doing, reaching that hand in, boom. As soon as it's there, you hit to it finish like you would a normal Kimura. For the other side, here he sits up. I don't like that. This hand, I'm going to bring his arm up just that little bit. This hand reaches in, grabs the wrist. This hand reaches in, grabs my other wrist. As soon as these hands make contact, I rip it up. Put it behind you. Stop resisting. Whoa. Questions on that? Like I said, your partner's going to sit up. You're going to step over that knee to defend. Weave that hand in. Grab your own more and rip it out. All right. 1, 2, 3.